Hello everyone. My wife wants to do another video of error notes, but in this particular case it's actually an error star note. It's a replacement note. The replacement star note is normally to replace a printing error, but these are rarer in that the replacement notes themselves have a printing error. It looks like a Filipino series, but the reality is it's an ABL series. You can see the ABL emblem up here. That emblem should have been down in here, and on this particular note down the bottom, the ABL emblem is up here. That should have been over here. So finding a star note, which is rarer than a normal circulating note, a replacement note with an error, is rare. So they're very good to collect. The 20 peso note themselves are also very good to collect because we are phasing out the 20 peso banknote because the life expectancy is short with a 20 peso coin. So it's a little bit strange in that other countries, I know Australia, they phased out their lower denomination coinage because they almost became useless. It's a bit like a centavo here. The centavo itself is almost useless when you have to have 10 centavos to actually equal 1 peso. The cost of minting that 1 centavo is more than what it's actually even worth. So these, the 20 peso, very good to collect because they will become rarer, they will become scarce, hard to get. But an error note, I love collecting error notes, error coins, because they're unusual and it's rarer to get errors than it is to get a normal circulating coin or banknote. So, and these notes, obviously the grader found something wrong with it, why it didn't get UNC, which is a little bit strange. I thought the note itself, the paper itself, is UNC, but I'm thinking maybe the error itself is what's pulling it down, but I don't know. It shouldn't do. It should be judged on paper quality. It should be judged on image, centralizing of image. For it to get an AU, there has to be a physical fold. To get an AU 58 can only be a longitudinal fold. I don't see any fold at all, not at all. So to get a 55, you would assume that there would be more than one fold. Like there is a magnetic strip in here. Maybe the grader thought the magnetic strip was a fold. I don't know. It would be good, the more Philippine items that get graded, the better the graders will become, the more familiar they will become with our currency. And I honestly believe that is the case in a lot of our coinage and banknotes. The graders need to become more familiar. Even PMG has got a very low banknote count for the Philippines. I think it's only about 25,000 banknotes of all of the Philippine banknotes. So to me that's a very minute amount. So neither of them have the experience, in my opinion, of grading Philippine items. They really need a specialist. And I honestly believe that specialist has to come from the Philippines. It would be good one day if we have a submission center and we hire well, I was always thinking that maybe we should have a competition to actually find out who is the best grader here in the Philippines and actually offer them a job. with the approval of the third-party grading companies. But you can see the ABL emblem is over here on the side. We look at this. There is a little bit of a stain. It's a little bit of an ink mark, actually. Well, yeah, I can't even see the emblem on that side. But I can see the emblem up here. So on this particular note, I can see the emblem over here on the left, and there. So it's sort of printing on opposite sides. So over here on the front it's here, and on the back it's over here. So it's a very unusual note, this one. So very nice, very good to collect, very rare, very unique. So very nice, like it. So I'll let my wife explain signatures and portraits.
So the portrait is Manuel Quezon, and then the president is Marcos, and then Licaros. Okay.
Yep. So it's an ABL note.
So can you explain to them why it's good to collect error notes?
Yeah, I will in a minute. The ABL note is like in the 1970s, so the note itself is already 50 years old, and so with age, there is a bit of a scarcity of quality aged banknotes, and when you're talking about a star note, they are a fraction printed of the actual print run, because star notes are normally to replace any area notes in the printing process. But these are being unusual in that they are a replacement note, as written up here, but they should never have been replaced because they are actually error notes as well. So they were never a quality image note to be released to the market. So yeah, very good investment, because the rarity is that it's a phased out banknote, it's an aged banknote, it's got an error which makes it rarer again, and then what makes it rarer again is that it's a star note, it's a replacement note. So there's a multitude of rarities in the one banknote. So it's interesting, and it's good to know the history of the banknote, the history of our currency, which is the history of our country. So yeah, nice to collect.
Okay, that's it guys, bye.